Let's get into it, chat. Let's get into it. All right, here we go.
Franklin's of Reders and Holmes in less than a week. On Tuesday, July 13th of that year, a woman named Carla Wilson woke up to find that some of her jewelry was missing. Confused, she walked around her house looking for where she could have possibly left the jewelry, and that's when she noticed her front door was open. In a panic, she looked through her ring camera.
Could you imagine if you woke up and your front door was open? That would be crazy.
Camera footage from the previous evening, where she was shocked to see some grown man walking around her garage in the middle of the night.
Some grown man. Wait. Let's analyze this real quick, chat. Hold on, you said zoom in. What do you mean? Let's analyze this real quick. Did she leave the fucking garage door open? Because if she did... Oh, I see what you're saying. I got you.
In the video, a bearded man wearing a hoodie to cover his face
Okay, wait. Okay, maybe the garage door isn't open. Maybe it's not.
can be seen walking around Carla Wilson's garage and grabbing a can of WD-40. As per the victim's statement, the man first broke into the victim's family car, which was parked outside a few days ago. This is where he had stolen the car's garage door opener, which is...
Okay, chat. Okay. Did she not report this at the beginning when he robbed the car?
how he was able to get into the garage in the first place.
Wait. How did she not hear the garage door open?
The man simply pressed the button to open the garage, broke into the Wilsons' other car, which was inside her garage, and stole money, an iPhone, and a pair of sunglasses.
Who leaves their phone in the car? Let's just get into it. Let's keep.
Though still unsatisfied with all of this,
Maybe
the man
she
then
deaf?
sprayed the WD-40 he found in Carla's garage down the side of her door to prevent it from squeaking, then picked the lock to break into the house itself, where he can...
Oh, he used a WD-40 to... Oh, wait, what did he say?
Side of her door to prevent it from squeaking, then picked the lock to break into the house itself, where he can then be seen on another camera.
Okay, I never understood this, chat. Okay, I never understood this. You know how people put... Okay, obviously this is the reason why they would put cameras in the house, for reasons like this, okay? But when I was younger, you know, the Paranormal Activities that came out? This is... Every time I see footage inside of the house like this is why I wouldn't put cameras in my house, just because I'd be scared of catching something on camera like that. Because let me tell you what. If I saw some paranormal shit going on in my house on my camera footage, I'd pack my shit quick. Real fast. I'm telling you. Bro, you know he's high as a kite, bro. You know he's higher than shit.
Upon entering the home, the man walked straight to Carla's bedroom and saw her sleeping directly in front of him. Unfazed, the man proceeded to casually stroll around the living room for about a minute as he stole multiple pieces of jewelry, including the victim's favorite diamond ring, all while she was sleeping in the next room over with the door open. Thankfully, Carla slept right through the incident, and after spending 7 minutes in her house, the thief walked out the front door and never came back.
How do you not hear the front door open? How do you not hear the front door open, bro? I'm such a light sleeper. I would have heard that shit.
It was obvious that the man was an experienced burglar, and it's pretty creepy how well prepared he was to rob Carla's house, even taking measures to prevent the door from squeaking. This led the police to believe he alone was responsible for all the dozens of break-ins that were occurring in the area in the last week. It must have been...
This dude was in the neighborhood robbing people for a week. Where are the police officers? Where are they? Yeah, not doing their fucking job. Tell you that.
Incredibly disturbing for Carla to look at her Ring camera and find this man walking around her home with ill intentions and watching her in such a vulnerable state, knowing that he could have hurt her
That
if he
is
wanted
crazy.
to. Fortunately, though, Carla woke up the next morning unscathed and was able to use the video to warn her neighbors. Although it's pretty common for burglars with this many successful robberies to eventually get caught during one of their dozens of attempts, this time the man was never identified.
And then the door slammed.
On June 18th, 2017, a man named Jeff D came home from work at 3:45 a.m. and found that his house had been ransacked and vandalized by an unknown intruder. Thinking a video might serve as evidence, Jeff immediately started documenting the damage in his home as soon as he got inside, walking his viewers through the destruction the intruder left behind.
Okay, folks, I came home from work today. Today is the...
See, it's crazy, bro, because people that do this shit, bro, they'll watch your house for weeks and learn your routine. They'll learn your routine, and between the hours that you're not at the house, they'll get that down on schedule and come hit a lick.
The morning of the 18th of June 2017.
This was a
someone
minute ago.
Broke in to the house and just started destroying things. Now, they evidently slept on the couch, got the Kool-Aid out of the refrigerator. I'm not touching anything until the police get here. If I don't know if they're going to do any fingerprints or anything. I'm trying to...
Bro broke in, grabbed bro's Kool-Aid, and got cozy on the couch.
Refrigerator. I'm not touching anything until the police get here. If I don't know if they're going to do any fingerprints or anything. I'm trying to figure out. They just started throwing things and breaking them. It doesn't look like they were stealing a lot of things. Here's firewood that they used. I mean, there are so many things here they could have stolen. And all they did was break stuff.
As soon as he records the damage, it becomes pretty clear
Bro, I had
that
to
this
take a
is no
sleep real
ordinary
quick.
burglary. Instead of taking any valuables, the thief ate Jeff's food from the fridge, turned the place upside down, and didn't even bother to clean out the evidence of his intrusion, including a glass of Kool-Aid and a slice of pizza he left on the floor next to the couch. From multiple pieces of pottery to stained glass windows to a clothes iron, whoever broke into the house apparently just wanted to have some fun throwing things, breaking furniture, and generally making a mess of the house. For the next few minutes, the recording continues in pretty much the same way, with Jeff narrating the damage caused to his property. But when he goes upstairs and steps into his bedroom, he finds something extremely disturbing.
Chat, do we want to take a poll if he took a shit on the carpet or not? No way, he's gonna be in the bedroom. Oh.
There is somebody sleeping in the bed in the bedroom. I don't know who it is.
Chillingly, the footage shows a random person sleeping on Jeff's bed. Shocked,
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if he was sleeping on the bed or not.
at the sight of the stranger, Jeff did the only reasonable thing to do at that moment and locked himself in another room while he waited for the police.
Hands on top of your head. You got a light in here?
Wait a minute. I got a lamp over here. If you're all right with it.
What's your deal?
Oh no. I have no idea who this is.
45 this way, I'm 10-15.
Oh, bro, he is sauced. Bro is turned up.
After finding the stranger in the victim's bed, the cops asked the intruder if he's under the influence of drugs, and even though he denies it, it's pretty clear that he had tried to open some of Jeff's prescription medication bottles. When asked what he's doing sleeping in another open some of Jeff's prescription medication bottles.
Bro opened up the sleeping meds. What is that? Advil PM? It's crazy. Oh, yo, Squirrel, thanks for the one gifted for DJ, bro. That's huge, man. Thanks for the love,
When asked
bro.
what he's doing sleeping in another man's bed, he claims he doesn't know how he ended up there. One of the things that's most surprising about the footage is that for a guy who just single-handedly destroyed an entire house.
Wait, 7 gifted subs? Oh, that's huge,
the
Squirrel.
intruder
That's a
went down pretty
W.
easily,
Put a
not even
W in the
putting up
chat
a
for
fight
Squirrel,
when the
man.
officer put the cuffs on. Even more disturbing is the fact that the man doesn't even seem to remember his own name, suggesting he was almost 100% under the influence of something during the break-in. Later in the investigation, the identity of the intruder was revealed as 39-year-old
Love you,
Stacy
Squirrel.
Foster, a Fraser's Bottom, West Virginia resident who is consequently charged with nighttime burglary and destruction of property following his actions at Jeff's house. Following the charges, Stacy was placed in Western Regional Jail on $50,000 bond, but it wasn't publicly announced what the authorities decided to do with him after that, nor
10% of 50,000's what? Is that $500 for bail?
was it revealed how he ended up vandalizing a random home and sleeping in a stranger's bed. On Monday, July 25th, 2016, a man named Jack Makercher and his girlfriend Jordan Baranskis came back
I
from dinner
bet.
at a restaurant near their home in Chicago and fell asleep watching TV on the couch, as they often like to do. The next day, Jordan realized her purse was missing, leading to an argument in which Jack accused her of leaving it at the restaurant. To find out what really happened and put the matter to rest, the couple retraced their steps by scrolling through the previous night's surveillance videos. When they rewound the tape to around 3:30 a.m., they found something pretty terrifying.
Well, I wasn't listening, to be honest. I'm reading chat. I was reading chat. So bro was in the
man who
neighborhood
couple
hitting licks.
didn't know stood at the top of their stairway looking down at them sleeping on the couch below.
How did he get in the house?
He had apparently snuck in through their unlocked front door, silently walked past them up
Who doesn't lock their front door?
the stairs and proceeded to stare down at them for a total of 4 minutes, just hovering above them as he watched them sleep. Disturbingly, the man moved so slowly and quietly through the house that he didn't even wake up the couple's 2 dogs who were sleeping at Jack and Jordan's feet next to the couch. As soon as the couple reported the incident to the cops, the sheriff mentioned he suspected the same man was probably responsible for other neighborhood burglaries that had taken place in the days leading up to the break-in of Jack and Jordan's house. In the days following the incident, some nearby residents even uploaded pictures to Facebook of the intruder casually riding through dark alleys on a bike and attempting to break into homes. And after reviewing their doorbell footage, it's clear the man was looking for an entryway into any one of the homes. It's pretty strange to see how someone who managed to sneak into a house undetected by the
In the video it said they're sleeping on the couch. I don't see them sleeping on the couch. That's a nice crib, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty nice
couple
crib.
and their 2 dogs decided to only walk away with a purse, but thankfully the thought of harming the victims never entered his head. In an interview with WGN-TV, Jordan said she liked to think the man was watching the TV and not them sleeping on the couch, but that much would be impossible to confirm. After the incident, the couple were
Bro sneaked in to watch the new movie.
left
Crazy.
understandably shaken. But despite their efforts to warn their neighbors
Yo, that's
and the
disgusting to
manhunt
think
that
about,
followed
man.
the disturbing incident, the suspect was never found. Flushing, Queens is
Dude, there's so many cases that happen like this in America where they just don't find him. They're like, "Yo, are you gonna do something about this?" Cops are like, "Yeah, we can't help you. We don't know where he's at." Or we don't bother to look for him because we have other things to worry about. You know, it's awful.
generally considered by its residents to be a relative
Bro has a spawn point in every house. Yeah. Bro, spawn camping, bro.
Relatively safe place to live. But in 2015, footage of an incident at a house on 33rd Avenue near Union Street went viral and put a lot of the neighborhood's residents on edge. One night in late November of that year, security cameras caught a man wearing a backpack and a black cap with the word Diamond written on it casually walking up to the front door of this 4-bedroom house. After entering through the unlocked back door, the intruder can be seen prowling around the house on his tiptoes to avoid detection, and a few minutes later he drops to his hands and knees and crawls on the floor while holding what appears to be a knife between his teeth. Disturbingly, the homeowners were lying in the bed in that same room while the burglar crawled around and snagged a cell phone from one of the dressers. Although this was the end of the video that was released by police, the seconds that followed were even more intense, as the homeowner revealed that just moments later he was woken up by the sound of the intruder crawling on the floor. Upon seeing the homeowner jolt out of the bed, the suspect immediately got up and fled, and fortunately nobody was injured during the incident.
What?
During the investigation, police described the suspect as 6'2" and 200 pounds, but despite the incriminating footage, they were never able to find him.
Of course.
It's pretty disturbing to imagine what he was planning on using the knife for, especially considering that along with the 2 adults in the same room, there were also 3 kids in the house at the time of the break-in. After the incident, the homeowners mentioned they learned their lesson and never left their back door unlocked again. As for the suspect, what he went on to do with his life is anyone's guess.
Probably out there still hitting licks.
On the evening before Thanksgiving in 2020, Joey Archer, his wife Beth, and their young daughters were asleep in their home in Raynor, Washington, when they were suddenly woken up by the sound of their doorbell ringing.
Oh, this is right up the road from us, bro.
Ferociously at around 6:30 a.m. Immediately, Joey got up and ran to the front door, thinking it could be a neighbor in need of help. While her husband rushed to greet the stranger, Beth checked their security cameras and noticed that her car was no longer in the driveway. To her horror, she also saw a bearded man she didn't recognize trying to break into Joey's car with a shovel.
Who the fuck is this hillbilly? Look at him. Yeah, just cut yourself while you were hopping the window.
Shocked at what he saw when he arrived at the front door, Joey decided not to confront the unstable intruder and immediately called the police to report the incident while he helplessly
missed. He missed first try. Hold on.
To confront the unstable intruder and immediately called the police to report the incident while he helplessly watched the man damage his car with the shovel. While all this was happening,
this guy's what the smoked out, bro.
Beth ran to their 2 daughters' bedrooms to let them know that someone was trying to break into their house and told them to jump out the window and run to the family's barn to hide while they figured out what to do. As the girls ran to the barn, Joey noticed the stranger had taken his attention off the car and was now using the shovel to break down their front door. Realizing his life and the safety of his family was now in danger, after the intruder had broken the glass on the door, he yanked the shovel out of his hands at just the right moment and used it to hit him on the head twice before chasing him out into the yard and subduing him while he waited for the cops to arrive. Following the incident, the family chose not to identify the man due to safety concerns, but the cops promptly charged him with residential burglary, criminal trespassing, and vehicle prowling. Still confused as to how the man had gotten into their property, the Archers reviewed the footage and looked at everything.
Was it just one guy? I thought it was 2 people.
The intruder had done prior to them waking up, including jumping over the fence to get into their driveway. As they soon realized, the man had been on their property for about half an hour before they woke up, rummaging through their garage and backing one of their cars into a ditch. In a Facebook post he made after the incident, Joey described the invasion as every dad's worst nightmare and encouraged other nearby residents to install security cameras for their family's safety. After the nightmare the Archers went through, Joey bought a shotgun and a pistol and upgraded his barn's security and surveillance systems to
Bro said, I'm not playing around anymore. I'm gonna go buy a strap.
Prevent a similar incident from happening again. As for the intruder, it was never confirmed if he was under the influence of something at the time of the invasion, but the fact that he rang the doorbell for several minutes before trying to break into the car and then the house suggests he was likely not in his right mind.
No, definitely
It's possible
not.
the man was suffering from the effects of a pretty severe mental illness, but because the Archers decided to keep the case private, we'll likely never know for sure. This footage was recorded in March 2019 by security cameras in an apartment in the Bronx, New York. The disturbing footage shows an intruder prowling around a baby's nursery, where a 2-month-old baby lay sleeping in her crib. Although the suspect doesn't seem to be showing any interest in the sleeping child, it's still pretty disturbing to see him do something so evil and selfish right in front of an innocent baby. After rifling through the baby's bedroom for a couple of minutes, the suspect was scared off by the sound of the baby's 32-year-old father walking around in the living room. But instead of calling it a night, the man then broke into another apartment on a different floor of the same building, which belonged to a 28-year-old woman. This time, his burglary attempt was successful, and he got away with some jewelry, a bicycle, and a backpack. As it was later revealed, the man entered both of the apartments through the unsecured fire exit windows. Even though the man
Bro, Ninja Turtled up the fire escapes to hit licks. How often does that happen in the Bronx, though?
man's face can be seen pretty clearly in the footage, and the NYPD put out a Crime Stoppers alert on him. After the man fled the area, he was never seen again.
Okay, so this one makes sense why he never got found. So did the other one, because the other one was in Queens. This one, he's in the Bronx, bro. Like, bro, you know how many fucking people are in the city? There's not like, yeah, it's a very small percentage that dude's gonna get found unless he gets caught in the act.
It's possible that he went on to burglarize more homes in the same neighborhood after that night, but we'll likely never know for sure.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, more reactions coming soon. Peace.